Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for being today and give us the opportunity and also give me the opportunity to talk about how the storytelling is jumping to another level with the AI. First of all, the talk today will be based on how to master the storytelling and how to focus the time that we invest on the strategy instead of just crafting PowerPoint slides. I will introduce myself so you know a little bit of my context. I am Tatiana Cortes. I have been working for marketing for almost 10 years. I have worked for Procter & Gamble, Kellogg's, and currently I work as a marketing director of a tobacco company called Global, and I have founded a Magneting Lab, which basically is a consultory and training lab focused on marketing and sales to companies and also to entrepreneurs that want to develop strategies in terms of storytelling, brands, methodologies, and trainings. So today I want to talk about the power of the communication, and you have seen during the time that it is not about having the best idea, it's about communicating the idea the best. And also you have seen that in the career path, many people that are not the ones with the highest knowledge, they communicate very well the ideas, so they get promoted or they get some recognition for the communication of the idea, even when other people have better ideas. So I guess that many of you, when you have been working, you have spent a lot of time crafting slides. But now, currently, with the AI, we have many tools that will allow us to craft the presentations and to integrate different sources in a very short period of time, but also we are not going to waste the time thinking about the text, the color, the structure, the alignment of the shapes, because there are several tools to do that. So today I am going to talk about one tool, but first of all, if we think about, according to Harvard, what is deliver a compelling message, and this is important because we are going to use this information to craft the prompt, and you will understand why I am explaining this. So if we see, when we talk about storytelling, we need to connect with emotion and reason, adapt the message to the audience because it is not about us, it is about the audience. Use resources to capture attention, let's say analogies, questions, images, be clear and concise, and end with a call to action. So depending on the stories that you want to develop, even being from a logistics perspective, commercial perspective, or marketing perspective, you can craft the prompt and use a tool called Beautiful AI, which is the one that I will show you today. Of course, at the end, I will show you a list of other tools that you can use, but I will explain you with a real-time example. So it's time to roll up our sleeves and go to the practice. So let's pretend that we have a task. So we work for marketing and we need to create a business presentation on how to name a brand. Then we know how we want to portray the story. And how, I already told you what, according to Harvard, are the tips to have a compelling story. So we are going to use those guidelines to craft the story. And we we have a document with the information that we want to include into the presentation. So we have the guideline regarding how we want to communicate the story, and also we have the content, which is in a file that I will show you right now. Okay, so here we have a deck called How to Name a Brand. Let me open here. Okay, how to name your brand. So, meanwhile opening, it is a deck that explains how to name a brand. It's a document from a startup series. It has 23 pages. It has the introduction, brand naming archetypes, the brand naming process, and the conclusion. So we are going to take this information plus the guidelines that I already told you, so about how to compel a story, and we are going to use this tool, which is beautiful, that AI. Many of my students or customers, they ask me all the time, I need a tool to develop good presentation because I am spending a lot of time crafting slides instead of focusing on the business strategy. And with AI, this is over. So what we are going to do is we will go to beautiful.ai. Important to highlight that this is a paid platform. It's more or less 20 euros, 20, 30 euros, depending if you pay the annual fee or if you pay the monthly, it is like 40 euros. So we are going to ask to the tool to generate the presentation with AI. So first, I will go back. And this is the prompt that I will include into the tool to integrate the guidelines with the information from the file. So the first one is create a business presentation for the content included in the attached file. I am not going to talk about now prompt engineering because at the end I think that the ones that are here together, we know and we have read of how to craft a prompt, and the idea is based on your knowledge, even it is accounting, finance, technology. You can craft the prompt based on the knowledge that you want to share through the presentation. Then you will ask to include the guidelines to have a compelling presentation, and also you can tell the tool that you want to start each slide with an opening sentence of maximum 10 words. Why I am giving this? Because according to the storytelling techniques, when you start with a compelling title, which is not longer than 10 words, it is more attractive. So I am going to copy the prompt. I am going to the tool. So what I am going to do is I will upload the file, but you can upload the file, take the information from a website or from a text. What I usually do is, depending on the context and information, I use ChatGPT, Gemini, or Perplexity to get the information. Then I convert into a document and I upload the document, because this tool is more to structure the message with the information that we already give to the tool. So it's so important to take that into account. But at the end, that's how we integrate AI in order to have a successful presentation. So here we will upload the file. How to name your brand. Then I will paste the prompt, and now we will see how it gathers the data and creates the presentation. Also, the good thing is, meanwhile you have the result of the presentation, you can develop more slides and include it into the presentation with AI. And also the tool will give you the chance also to include the images. Automatically it will include the images. However, if you want to change, you can do it. And also, okay, so here we have the slides that it has generated. So I will since the network is not very strong here, but okay. Okay, so here we will see Unlocking the Power of Brand Naming, a comprehensive guide. Then establishing a solid foundation. It has the steps that are included into the file, the step-by-step, exploring brand naming and archetypes, evaluating and selecting the right name. Also, you can click if you see that there is a text which is very long and it is not according to your expectation, you can shorten and you can get according, okay, in the tone that you want. And also here you have several proposals. So you apply and you can change every time. Also here, it includes one of the images that we have into the document. And let's say that I want to generate with AI another slide. So give me the steps of naming a healthy brand. Let's say what it does. And you can tell the tool if you want a list, steps, chart, table. At the end, it will create the schema that you want. So at the end, of course, when you work with those tools, it is not that the tool is going to make the whole presentation for you, but it will give you the structure and it will give you the schema that you need in order to have the skeleton of the presentation. As I already told you, you can integrate with any source of AI that you want. Also, you can include any kind of images, videos from Midjourney. Every time that I include the Midjourney images, they are uploaded in a very high resolution. And then you can download this presentation and open as editable into PowerPoint. So that's great, because at the end, if someone doesn't have access to the platform, you can share the presentation with them and edit the presentation together. So here, there are others tools that you can use to craft the presentations. Okay, Canva and Prezi, all of us, we know. I recommend also Visme, but this one, it's more about creating the visual aspect of the presentation. For the structuring the presentation is way stronger, beautiful AI. I use both. At the end, Canvas, right now, I don't use it as frequently because for me, Beautiful AI has worked. And also with all the marketing directors that I have trained, they are very happy with Beautiful AI because, as I already told you, you can convert in PDF, PowerPoint. And the message here is that with AI, we will invest our time crafting strategies and not building strategies and not crafting PowerPoint slides. Also, for me, the call to action in this talk is that you can create awesome presentations. And now it is not about who has the best style of communication, because at the end you can train the AI tools to get the tone of voice, to get the communication, and to include all the relevant data that you have. So before, when I used to work, let's say for P&G and for Kellogg's, the one who crafted the best slides were the person that was highlighted as a good performer, apart from the results. But now, if all of us, we have access to those tools, the abilities will be qualified in a different way. So I want you to take that in mind, because now the skills that I required in the market are very different from the ones that we are used or were used. So if you need to contact me, here is my email for my lab, the Instagram and the website. I am posting every time information regarding marketing, most of all, and how are the tools that can step up your strategies and the content that you share with your public. So thank you so much.